Joining me for today's headlines is the one and only Roy Wood Jr.
What's up, man?
Yeah, Roy Wood.
I'm back, man.
We love your comedy special on Comedy Central and Paramount Plus. Roy, we love you. What's going on, man?
I'm good, man. Yo, I saw Questlove over the weekend at this thing. And he's really inspired me to try and figure out this whole sidekick shit, man. I mean, you let me play an instrument.
No, but you're not like a sidekick. There's a difference. It's like you're just keeping me company because we're here and we don't have an audience yet. You know?
Am I over there or am I on the side?
Oh,
Where am I right now, physically in relation to you?
You're on the side.
I'm on the side?
Yeah.
And am I kicking it?
You are indeed.
Okay. So then that's what it is. That's just let me play an instrument or something. I played the flute for 2 weeks in the 6th grade.
That won't work.
I can't even audition?
No, I think
to be in the band?
A flute is the worst thing you can play when somebody tells a joke.
Okay, tell a joke right now. You tell a joke.
All right, I'll do knock knock.
Who's there?
Amos.
Amos who?
A mosquito. All right, let's jump straight into today's headlines. We kick things off with the ongoing investigation into the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol building, also known as the most successful Facebook meetup of all time. Right now, a congressional committee is trying to determine if President Trump and his allies were involved in the violent attempt to overturn the election. And one of the people they most want to hear from is Steve Bannon, former Trump advisor, and the only person who should maybe try horse dewormer. I mean, it couldn't hurt. But like any innocent person, Trump has told all of his people not to cooperate with law enforcement at all. So Bannon defied a congressional subpoena to testify, and this morning he turned himself in, arriving at an FBI office looking like he'd already served 10 years in prison. But if all of this activity has Donald Trump worried, he's not showing it. In fact, when asked whether he had tried to pressure Mike Pence into overturning the election on January 6th, well, Trump basically admitted it in the most Trumpy way possible.
It had been reported back in January by the New York Times that Trump even pressured Pence on the morning of January 6th with a crude phone call. When I interviewed Trump for Betrayal, I asked him about that.
There was a report, excuse my language, not mine, it was in the report, that you talked to him that morning and you said you could be a patriot or you can be a Did you really say that, or is that incorrect?
I wouldn't dispute it.
Really?
I wouldn't dispute it.
I wouldn't dispute it? Wow. Oh, Trump is gangster. Why would I dispute it? The guy's a total pussy. Why would I dispute it? You know what I love about Trump is that even if he didn't say that, he's the type of guy who would pretend he said it just because it sounded cool. Be like, yeah, that's a good line. I totally said it. I said it. Patriot or pussy, I love it. I also love how the reporter says, excuse my language, so as if Donald Trump is gonna be offended. My man, it's Donald Trump. If anything, he'd be like, pussy, my favorite topic. Thank you for bringing this up. Let's talk about it. And by the way, can we also acknowledge that don't be a pussy is the thing people only go to in life when they don't have any other arguments? You know, it's the last option when you have nothing real to convince someone with. And yeah, it usually works, because no one wants to be a pussy. I mean, that's probably how cliff jumping started. I'm not a pussy! But sometimes it's good to be a pussy. Oftentimes, history is made by pussies. I mean, Gandhi, total pussy. Yeah. Britain was like, are you gonna fight us, or are you a pussy? And Gandhi said, I am a pussy. You must be the pussy you wish to see in the world. That is what we need more of.
You know what's messed up, man? I kind of, in a way, I feel bad for Mike Pence, man. Because he was like living that Christian life and being all righteous.
He was.
And then like the last 4 or 5 years, fumbled it. He going to hell. Like, you know how messed it is to just do everything perfect and then just in the 9th inning, oh, I'm going to hell. Didn't do nothing wrong. His whole life, he missed all his good jack-off years. All the good jack-off years. Your jack-off years is from 14 to about 45, 46, and he didn't do nothing. Just a pure man. Then start hanging with Trump. Now he go to hell and tell me you a patriot or a pussy. Which is messed up. I feel bad for Mike Pence, man. He gonna be all right.